The Inkatha Freedom Party has committed itself to shift the country's economy state through unity amongst its structures. Thousands of party members attended a Thanksgiving prayer service as part of its 50th anniversary celebrations. The event was held at KwaZulu-Natal in Malmith, north of KwaZulu-Natal. The 50th birthday celebrations of the Inkatha Freedom Party started with a wreath-laying ceremony at the gravesite of the late Dr. Alpheus Zulu, who was the advisor to the late founding IFP President Mangosuthu Buthelezi. Zulu presided over the meeting where the Inkatha National Cultural Liberation Movement was formed on the 21st of March 1975. Now, 5 decades later, party leaders gathered to honor and pay respect to those who played a pivotal role in the formation of the IFP. Party supporters came out in their numbers to celebrate the IFP's birthday. For more on this, we now speak to Thami Ntuli from the IFP. He is the KwaZulu-Natal chairperson and he joins us now via our video link. Mr. Ntuli, thank you so much for your time this evening here on SABC News. 50 years of existence for the IFP. One would say that this is a major milestone for your movement.
Yes, quite absolutely. In fact, it's a legacy of a strong resilience, the service to the people, and the integrity, which makes us to be unique as a political party. We are celebrating these 50 years of the work that was actually produced by the hands of many who participated in the founding meeting, which was championed by the late Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi. While we celebrate the 50 years of the IFP's life, we also celebrated the strong legacy of Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi, who was the founder of the IFP. His strategic move towards ensuring that after you remember that in 1960, the struggle was moribund, and for him to take over in 1975 after, in fact, a message he was given by the former president of Zambia, Dr. K.K. Kaunda, and confirmed by the former leader of the ANC in Mission in Exile, Baba Oliver Tambo, then started the IFP, and we are celebrating now 50 years. You know, this is not a small thing, because you know that for political parties it's not easy, in fact, to sustain the party in a formidable state as the IFP it is and today, and stable as it is today, and on an upward trajectory even after such a very long time of formation, still being relevant to the needs of the people of KwaZulu-Natal and South Africa at large.
And one would ask, I mean, it takes a lot of work to stay relevant 5 decades later. What did it take for the IFP to still, 50 years later, that you can still appeal to your voters?
IFP is grass-rooted. We understand the issues that are affecting the people on the ground. Hence, you see that even the confidence people are having on the IFP is a confidence that is increasing. You remember that we had challenges that left us with 2 municipalities in 2011. But after that, we have more than 20 municipalities now as the IFP, working with other political parties leading the process of KwaZulu-Natal and being part of the executive, national, and by-elections. Most of the times we're performing very well because we are on the ground, we interact with the people on the ground, we understand the needs of the people on the ground, and our message is always a message which is, in fact, informed by integrity. When we say we are going to do something for the people, we understand their plight, we exactly do that. Hence, we are a hope to the people of this country. We are a party that is growing, especially the previously marginalized people. They believe that the IFP is a party that they can entrust. Hence, they are voting the IFP. They keep on supporting the IFP. even during this time.
And Thami, you also point to the fact that the IFP is a growing party, but one would also argue and say there was a time when the IFP was the third biggest party in the country, and now it finds itself as the fifth biggest party in the country. What would you say, despite the political climate that we find ourselves under, what would you say has made you trickle down to being the fifth popular party in the country?
Well, the IFP has gone through a lot of challenges, difficult times. You know, the splits that happened in the past. We had Nateko, we had NFP, we had many who, in fact, left the IFP to form their political parties. But the IFP has proven that it's formidable and as most united as we speak, which in fact gives us hope that going forward we'll be able to serve the people of South Africa, in fact being united in our action, being stable as a political party, because we have been able to show resilience, that despite the challenges of having some of the leaders defecting from the IFP with some members, but we've shown that we're a party that is stable, we're a party that is growing, we're a party that is strong, and we're a party that is understanding the challenges people are faced with. And we are doing exactly that when we are afforded an opportunity to govern. We're ensuring that we toe the line in terms of what people want. Like today, when we're celebrating, we spoke about some of the issues, we made reflections on the challenges that people are faced with. You'll recall that when the founder of the IFP, Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi, passed the baton to the new leadership, has said he has walked with us on a journey for the struggle for liberation.
Yeah.
But now there is an important journey, which is a journey to ensure that people are emancipated economically. People are realizing a better life, that we need to take on that, take on the baton to ensure that we achieve that for the people of this country.
And Thami, the IFP is always criticized in the country, and there's the criticism that says it's a cultural group and it appeals to a certain tribal group in the country. What do you have to say to some of those comments that always come to the fore when we speak about the IFP? And also, when you make your appeal, one would also then ask and say, how do you ensure that going forward and finding yourselves in the GNU, how will you make sure that you appeal to all South Africans and not being looked at as just a party that really appeals to people in KZN?
Well, we have members all over South Africa. As you will know, we have even members in Parliament representing the IFP from even Gauteng province. We have councillors even in Mpumalanga province. We have leaders of different racial groups who are participating in the IFP. In our membership, it's spread actually across the different racial groups, which makes the IFP to be a political party for everyone in South Africa. We're a party that believes that South Africa is made of the Rainbow Nation. Hence, in our membership, the admission is not limited to one racial group. We're a political party for the South Africans. We're a political party for the youth, for the women, for everyone who lives in this country. We're a political party that is addressing the fundamentals that are actually worrying or troubling the people of this country. And we have a vision. You recall that we're not even new in government, as we are leading the province of KwaZulu-Natal and also in the executive, in the national government. We once led even this province, and we are leading many municipalities, playing an important role in delivering services to the people of South Africa.
All right, Thami, thank you so much for your time this evening. That is Thami Ntuli. He is the IFP KwaZulu-Natal chairperson there, just giving us his insights as the IFP marks 50 years of existence.